Hello everybody, this is Renee Rutten, and this presentation is about getting 100 users in your Tapestri account. So I like to start with Facebook. A lot of people have a love-hate relationship with Facebook, but let's face it, people are on Facebook. In fact, there's nearly 2 million daily users. So let's start there. Okay, so what you want to do is search for groups. Make sure that you know the rules of these groups before joining, but then join, post, engage, and get to know the members. You want people to know, like, and trust you. So it takes a little bit of time to build that rapport. Befriend the admins and moderators of the group, and then you can connect with them as well. So let's continue on how to find groups. So first of all, obviously you start at Facebook. So then start in this search bar that's up in the top left-hand corner. And these are things we want to search for: home-based businesses, work-from-home groups, entrepreneurs, nomad lifestyle, etc. You know, maybe making money with apps. I don't know if there's one of them on Facebook or not, but just different ideas, way for teens to make money, different things like that. And as I mentioned, if you can befriend the admin and ask them if they'd be interested in looking into Tapestri and sharing it with their group, you may very well likely have a lot quicker and bigger success, because it takes a while to build that rapport. And even after you build a rapport, let's say you join a group of 5,000 people, you might get a dozen people that respond to you. But if the admin who has created the group and has built the rapport with these 5,000 people says something in the group about Tapestri, you're likely to get maybe 10, 20, 30% of that 5,000 group, rather than, a dozen people that might answer you. So if you can get befriended with the admin, that's highly valuable to you. Okay, so I made this short little video that kind of explains the steps here and how this works as far as getting into Facebook groups. So I will start this video and you can just listen in. Okay, so this is an example of how this works. So I've gone to Facebook, and up in the search box, I've put nomad lifestyle. Now I'm going to go down this left-hand side and filter these search results. So I am not looking for posts about nomad lifestyle or even people at this point. I am looking for larger groups. So pages might have some information for you. What I would recommend is you start with groups. Now you can go through here. You can see, so this is a public group, 771 members. Here's one that's 5,400 members. So I would just click on that. And here you can join the group. Here you can read about the group. The rules will often be posted there. So you can join. Sometimes the join is automatic. Sometimes the join takes a few days for them to approve you in. But then proceed cautiously. Don't just start spamming your link. Proceed with caution and respect for the other members, and get in there and start making friends. Like I said, get them to know, like, and trust you. And then pretty soon you can start putting in curiosity posts. So that means not just spamming them with join my stuff, but, do you want to earn free off of what you're already giving away? Some of those examples that are in the Facebook group of triggers that will get people interested and have them reaching out to you. So that's how the Facebook group thing works. Okay, so we'll move on then to YouTube. And I call this the power of YouTube because I really like using YouTube. The reason is that people go there to learn, to be inspired, entertained, but most important, they go there with the intent of watching videos. So it's not like you're interrupting them with a commercial or interrupting them with a video. They go there to watch videos. So what I do is I search YouTube channels looking for people who do videos on opportunities like apps that pay or other ways to make money online. Another thing you can do in YouTube is create your own YouTube channel and post videos about Tapestri or making money online. And remember, you can just use slides. You don't have to be on camera if you don't want to be. Okay, so this is the step-by-step instructions of how it works to get on YouTube and do this. So here we go. I will start this video. Okay, so here we are on YouTube. And I go up here in the search bar and I want to search money making apps. Okay, so I skip down past the ads, these that say ads on top, skip past those. Okay, so here's a gentleman, Kevin David. He is doing a video on the 5 best money-making apps for 2021. So I would just go into his account, and I'm shutting that off. I would go down here, and this right here is his name, how many subscribers he has, and then show more. Often you will be able to find an email in here, not every time, but you can find them, on their other channels, reach out to them through here. Or another thing you can do, I went back too far. Another thing that you can do is go down here and comment on his video. Make a comment here. There you go. I even commented here and left my phone number. I haven't heard back from him, but it's a numbers game. You have to keep trying, but that's how it works. So just go on down through here. I try and look for people who have, the smaller channels because they are hungrier, if you will. If they have millions and millions of followers already, they're not really going to care about somebody reaching out to them because they probably have hundreds of people reaching out to them every day. But if you reach out to people with smaller channels who want to grow and are hungry to find something like Tapestri, you will get some response. I've gotten a response from probably a half a dozen people on YouTube using this exact same method. And you don't have to search just money-making apps. One that I searched was way teens can make money. Just entrepreneurs, work from home, any of those kinds of things will bring up people that have videos on how to make money, and then you can reach out to them for Tapestri. All right, so we'll continue on then. Now I am saying in this one, let's just hit the pavement. That's the way sales used to be done years ago. And there's something to be said about that personal touch. So just sit back for a minute and think about who do you know who has a retail space. I think of gift shops, flower shops, or even crafters that go around to craft fairs. These people could so easily just put another tag on their item that has a QR code on it, and they wouldn't even have to sell Tapestri, wouldn't even have to talk to anybody about Tapestri. They just simply put that QR code on a tag on each item they sell, super cheap, and just the curiosity of that would make people scan that code and look into Tapestri. And of course, that'd be their QR code. They would get the follower. You also could take that further to someone who owns a coffee shop or something like that. Now, people might not really be carrying out items. Maybe it's a small cafe or a hairdresser, anybody that does a service like that. Maybe a nail salon that's privately owned. But people that own those kinds of businesses could have the QR code, at the checkout spot, or at the table where people are enjoying coffee or wine or whatever it is. Now, what you would do is, of course, have these people join under you, and then they would be sharing their own QR code on their items. But this is really could be, especially with all the pandemic that's going on now, could really be a boost to a small business that is struggling because of the pandemic. So it's a huge opportunity to add additional income for them as well as you. Okay, so exactly how do you get this QR code? Well, this is a little short video that shows you how that works. So let's listen to this one. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to create a QR code. Super easy. So I use Flowcode. There are probably many others out there, but this is the one I use. You get, I think it's 15 to 20 free codes that last forever. And that's more than enough for what I need. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to sign in. Now you'll see I have some here already. But once you get signed in, all you have to look for is something like this that says create code. So I'm going to create a code. Okay, so I'm going to make one flow code. I'm going to skip all of this here. And then here is where you want to put your Tapestri code. So let's go to the Tapestri back office and let's just highlight that and copy it. Okay, so now let's go back to the flow code. And this is where we're going to paste that link. So there you go. Very simple. We're just pasting that link right in there. Now, since this is a free account, I am not using color and all that kind of stuff. If you want to get really fancy with different things, then you have to pay. But this is free, and so I'm just doing a standard flow code. Okay, so now I'm going to say create and download flow code. So it's creating it, preparing it for download, which is a PNG, which means there will be no background to it. And then download, and it will download right over here in the left-hand corner of my computer. Now I can take that and upload it to Canva or whatever I want printed out so that I could, put stickers and put it on a tag for a crafter or things like that. Okay, so now we're going to continue on, and this is an idea that might take a little bit longer, a little bit of planning ahead, but how about getting a booth? And again, this is kind of hitting the ground, but think about your state or county fair or even a local business fair. They have booths all around. And depending on the size of the community you are from, there can be hundreds or thousands of people come through a county or state fair. And imagine having, a 6 or 8 foot table, whatever it is they provide room for. And you have, a couple of QR codes there so that a couple of lines can line up. You have a couple of nice, big, fancy looking signs for Tapestri. And, people can just come, use their phone, click right on that QR code, and away they go. Another one is, like if you live in Nebraska, we have what's called Husker Harvest Days. It's almost as big as our state fair. You could get a code there or a booth there and share your Tapestri code. And probably every state has different kinds of activities like that where you can get people who are just coming through to see what's new, what new products are out there, what's going on new and fancy in the world. And you're sharing with them a way to make money absolutely free. Just be a phenomenal day for you. Okay, so continuing on then, how about hanging flyers on bulletin boards? Now, we had talked a little bit ago about going into small businesses, and that first one here on the left says, want your hair styled free? Install this app. Get paid to $5 to $25 a month. affiliates have unlimited earning. And so this is the type of thing that I would put in some of those businesses that I had talked about before. But then the next two are just very simple. They're geared toward teens. Now, in our Facebook group, if you're part of my team in my Facebook group, we also have them geared to, an older audience, maybe someone on Social Security, somebody who's retired, that kind of age group. But you can use these and have your QR code and target some of these areas and just hang these on bulletin boards in C-stores or college campuses, different things like that. And you should be able to get a lot of free users very, very quickly. Okay, so of course, don't forget about your phone. Use your phone to invite. Through the app, you can tap a friend, is what they call it. And that works very, very well. I haven't, the app isn't out, but I've seen demonstrations and it looks like it works very, very well. But that is for people that are in your contact list. But what if you're out somewhere in a group of people and you kind of get talking to some new people that are not necessarily in your address book? We'll call them strangers because they're not in your list already. How can you invite them quickly and easily using a QR code? I have the answer. I created my QR code and I put an image on my phone. So now, if I'm in that setting where I'm around people who are not in my contacts, I can very easily still invite them by letting them scan the QR code that I have stored in images in my phone. Okay, so these are just some ideas for getting free users to download Tapestri. And remember, when you're trying to get users for Tapestri, a free user pays you the same amount as a paid user does. So, of course, we all want to get paid users because we know they're really interested in growing a team as well, and that can expand your team. But don't forget about those free users and the value that they will bring to you over time as well. So this is Renee Rutten, and I thank you very much for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you.